Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 8th through the 14th. This is going to be a video for Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to see what is coming up this week for our Cancer friends. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yet again, another new deck for you guys. You guys know I love my decks. So if you like this deck, if you want to check it out, I will have a link in the description to this video if you want more info on it. Alright guys, let's see what's happening for Cancer. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alright my darlings, let's get right to it. Ooh, Cancer. Two of Cups. Now, I don't typically focus on love in the weekly forecasts. I do the love readings separately on this channel. It's time for a new tripod. Bear with me here. I do the love readings separately on this channel, but in this instance, we do have a card that's coming up for you guys that is indicative, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Really need a new tripod. It's making it look tilted. That's like kind of, this card can kind of really give the sense or the feeling of a romance card. People usually will associate Two of Cups with romance and relationships. For some of you, it could be that this new moon energy is manifesting some new love vibe or love energy for you. I know Cancer, you guys are very much into like home life and family. You're very much like Taurus in that way. But you really are about emotions and emotional security. So this is being firmly established for you in the beginning of the week. Now, some of you might be like, look, I'm lonelier than lonely. I'm singler than single. Like there's nobody. Like unless the mailman and I are going to fall in love on Monday, I don't know what you're talking about. So even if you're in that kind of energy, even if you're like super just like, you don't feel like you have a lot of friends and you don't have any love interests, or there's just no emotional prospects on the horizon, Two of Cups, for those of you who are in that situation, is wanting you to know that you're coming into the energy of manifesting it. It's close. Overall, you know, whether or not you're focused on love, maybe some of you are focused on your career life or your work life, or you're more about manifesting money right now, and I know a lot of people are, because that's the biggest request I get. Two of Cups is wanting you to know that you're coming out of codependency. Some of you, codependency has been a block. Like maybe there's certain things that you know would be good for you to do for your education or for your career, but maybe there's a family member or a situation or somebody that's holding you back from going out there and establishing that independence or that freedom, and you're coming out of that codependent energy. You're curing yourself of that, you're healing yourself of that, so that you're giving yourself the permission and getting the courage to go out and to be your own person. And therefore you are also putting out energy out there that's going to attract healthy friendships, healthy relationships, where people are seen as equals but also independent, who are capable of working together. Okay, there's no ownership here. A lot of you are coming out of a spirit of ownership or being owned. Okay, and you're coming into a healthy balance in that way. So this is about bringing harmony and peace into your life. Some of you are having really positive breakthrough in the way that you're communicating, because for me, sometimes Two of Cups is a card about communication. So some of you are getting your courage, or you're getting your nerve up to have a conversation with somebody about a way in which they've been holding you back. Maybe it's a friend or family member, maybe it's a romantic partner, maybe it's your boss at work. You know, maybe you're just saying, hey, you know, like, here's some things I would really appreciate, or here's some things that are important for me, or here's some things that I feel have been overlooked. Like, you're coming into this energy where you feel like you matter, and as you do, as you should feel. I'm glad that you're coming into that energy, but you're coming into this energy like, I matter what I want matters. And so you're speaking with confidence when you're asking for something. You're giving yourself permission to want something, and you're giving yourself permission and getting the courage to actually ask for it, many of you. I know Cancer, you all typically don't like confrontation. And you guys can be seen in the lower vibrational. Not every Cancer, don't jump on me, don't go crazy in the comments now. I know it's not every Cancer, but sometimes when, sometimes certain Cancers haven't quite healed yet, or they're in like just the lower energy because they're down or whatever it might be, they can sometimes come off as passive aggressive. So some of you, maybe you've had friends or family in the past who've accused you of being passive aggressive, or they've been like, oh, well, you have an attitude or this and this and that. You're coming out of that energy, and you're in this confidence where you're able to speak up for yourself, but also speak up for yourself in a healthy way, where things are actually happening. It's constructive. Good is actually coming out of it. Okay? Your Wednesday, Thursday is Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is stability. This is stability. This could be a work offer or a job offer which has to do with your creativity in some way, or you're going to be given a chance to be more creative. Some of you may be having a mentor that's taking you under your wing. For some of you who may be an earth sign. But overall, I feel very strongly that this is about stability within your environment or in your domain, because I'll explain. For me, when I see Queen of Pentacles, it gives me the sense or the feeling of like really, really being in ownership. Once again, you're coming out of being owned and you're becoming the owner of yourself and of your space. Whoa, mind blown. That just came together to me in my mind. When I see King of Pentacles, I think of an offer. Like there's some offer or a promotion. When I see Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're doing well, you're moving up, but you're also coming into this energy of this is my space. This is my space. This is my territory. I'm owning it. I'm confident. I'm making this my own. So for some of you, maybe you're becoming more confident in your workspace or work situation. Maybe you had coworkers that made you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you were doubting your gifts and your abilities or your ability to perform, and something is happening midweek where you're just coming to this energy of you're like, well, no, this is my station. I own it. I'm running it. I'm doing good. I'm confident. So there's a strong sense of home. A strong sense of like being at home or feeling at home or feeling comfortable. Some of you, this is very much about your home space. As we're coming into this Aries new moon, I'm actually recording this the night before the new moon. So by the time you're watching this, it's going to be after the new moon, and this is the energy of how it's affecting you coming into this new week. A lot of you are going to feel really, really focused on feeling more comfortable in your home space. Okay, so some of you might have this overwhelming urge and you don't know why. You may have an overwhelming urge to move things around, like just kind of rearrange furniture or rearrange things or do some kind of spring cleaning or get rid of stuff. Some of you are like picking up little cheap knickknacks here and there, like, oh, these pillows would be nice, and oh, this would be a nice little candle to have in the corner, and oh, this would be great. So some of you are actually kind of just bringing in a sense of sanctuary, and you may not even realize that you're doing this, but the more that you have a sense of sanctuary in your home, the more you're going to be able to manifest more quickly whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Regardless of if it's love or money or whatever, you're creating that vibe in your home space that's helping you raise your vibration and keep your vibration up, and that's how we manifest, my dears. I feel also for some of you Cancers, with the Queen of Pentacles coming in, it's going to be about you really, really, really overcoming fear, okay? That's just the message that I feel. I feel you're overcoming fear and you're just coming into confidence. And so those of you who are in a situation where you've been afraid or you've been worried about where you stand at work, as you're coming into like this ownership, I feel some of you may even be bringing something from home. And this is like your way in which you're making a statement or a stand that this is my space. That, this is my space when I'm away from home. And you're kind of in that way quote unquote moving in. So if you have like a desk at work or a cubicle, those of you who have a space where you actually sit and you're allowed to have, you know, little things up here and there. Some of you are just putting something in the space where you're saying, this is it. This is like my home away from home or whatever. And you're taking ownership of that space. You're coming out of the fear of, oh, well, I don't want to put anything up because they might get rid of me. You're like, no, they're not going to get rid of me because I know I'm doing a good job and this is where I am right now. So some of you are even stating a claim in that way, or you're shifting an energy in that way. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Fool. Okay? This is really positive. This is like you're feeling this call to move and go after your dreams and your aspirations, and no pun intended, Cancer, but to come out of your shell. To come out of your shell. Okay? Some of you have a dream or something that you put on the back burner a long time ago. I don't know why, but I'm getting like pictures or modeling. I don't know if like some of you were doing something with like posing or something and like wanting to be in front of the camera, whether it's acting or something. Some of you are picking it up again and you're going into it just kind of like, look, I don't know what's going to come out of it. I don't necessarily think I'm going to be a billionaire. I don't necessarily think I'm going to be like, you know, on every magazine cover out there. But there's just something where you're feeling called to do this, okay? And I'm hearing serendipity. I feel like really happy coincidences are going to come out of it as you're going in this area where you're feeling pulled. It's not going to be being in front of a camera for all of you. For some of you, it could be something else. Maybe you were very musical, you know, back in the day, and you've not been doing that, and so you're picking that up again. But I feel a lot of you are feeling a call to do something more creative, and that's also helping you not stress so much about work and what's happening at work. Like getting into this creative thing in your off time is bringing you into your confidence, and that confidence is blessing and touching every area of your life, your love life, your financial life, your work life, your spiritual life, all around, because you're coming into joy and confidence. And that is the key to manifesting, is joy and confidence. The happier we are, the higher vibration we are, the more confident we are, the more in faith we are, the quicker we manifest. So Cancer, you're really aligning with that. I think the new moon is really, you know, kicking it into gear for you in that way, where you're really able to set kind of just a new MO for yourself, a new energy, a new way of operating, and you're going to be calling in a lot of really great things as a result. Okay, very, very exciting. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks that might resonate with you more, or it may bring a little extra something into your energy, like with the planets that are affecting you right now, your planetary makeup. So it could be a little extra info. You may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to do that, my darlings. If you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, it'll take you to schedule a reading with me. I have 15-minute readings for $20. I mean, that's a really, really good price. Some of them are a little higher up depending on how much time you need. But, you know, $20 is not a bad price for a reading, especially if you just need something quick or you just need a little bit of guidance. That's a really good option. The 15-minute option is really great for a lot of people. But don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you so very much, because these videos are really for a lot of the people who can't afford to get a private reading, or who just like need a little encouragement every single week. So thank you for sharing it with anyone who you think would, you know, benefit from the messages, regardless of if they're a Cancer or not, or to check out their own. And guys, when I get to 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to once a month, and I'll announce when, but once a month I'll go live on YouTube. It'll probably be a Friday evening, and I will pick people from the comments, and you guys can answer questions, and I'll pull cards for you. That's another way that maybe I can give guidance or help to people who can't afford a private reading. But I'm gonna wait till I get to 50,000 subs, because then there'll be more people on the chat. Otherwise, I feel like I might get the same, you know, the same 20 people over and over again. And I want to make sure I'm reaching people as all. So I thank you guys very much. I hope you have a fabulous and wonderful week, and I will see you guys in the daily messages for those of you who hop on and join me for those. Take care.